Alright, YouTube, so I'm a beginner blacksmith, so I picked up a piece of metal that I found while I was magnet fishing. It was just on the side of some train tracks, so I picked it up. Yeah, so, I don't know, it's probably like an inch thick or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like it's about an inch thick. It's just a piece of, I would guess iron, but it might be steel, which I doubt. It's probably just iron. It might be spring steel, but I don't know. It's probably iron. Yeah, so anyways, that's what I've been using as an anvil, but because I'm going to be leaving soon, I stopped working on my projects, so I trashed those. So when I eventually get to Indiana, then I'll be using this to blacksmith on. So you can see I've started some other cuts. So I'll finish these cuts out here. Not that one, but this one. It'll finish it out and make it more rectangular. And the reason why I'm doing that is because it's so heavy. I want to take out some of the weight. Plus, it was a triangle before, so yeah. I don't need it to be a triangle, I can have it be a rectangle. Alright, so this is the piece I cut off. This big old triangle chunk. And it took me a long time to cut this, so it's going to take me a long time to cut the other ones, but not nearly as long, because this one I had to use the fine cut hacksaw, which is the smaller one, so you only get like one little piece of the hacksaw, like about that long to cut, instead of the whole, almost the whole length of the hacksaw on the regular hacksaw that I have, because the regular hacksaw I have has a bar on the top, which that was loud, has a bar on the top, right? So it was too long and it was hitting, so I had to cut from one side and then the other, and then in the center I had to cut the center out with that smaller hacksaw blade, which is for like getting up close against walls and stuff like that, to cut out like nails and screws off, or just like getting in places where the bigger hacksaw can't get to. So I cut this big piece off, and I will scrap it. It's gonna go in my scrap pile. Yeah, so look at that pattern of it. Some of it's because of me cutting it, but yeah, it's good metal, whatever it is. It's very solid. It's not gonna give me any problems. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back into this edge and kind of get it flat, but I don't really need it exactly flat. I'm just gonna, kind of take some of it off, some of the material off, to kind of flatten it. And then these edges are really sharp, as you can see. So I'm going to go in there and I'm going to round off the edges. But I won't be filing it until I cut these off. So after I cut these off, then, or I don't know, I'll probably do a video update for each cut that I do, so that you can get a guess at how long it's taking me to do it, because I can't do this every single day, work on this. It's a lot of work, but yeah, anyways, so yeah, I'll bring you back for each cut update, and then I'll actually film some of my filing that I'm gonna do. I'll probably just come back for when I'm rounding off the edges and show you that, because it's gonna take a long time to file it flat-ish. It's not going to be completely flat. So like I said, it was hard to get at because of the way the hacksaw was, so it's not straight, obviously. You can see it's not straight. That's just not an optical illusion caused by the camera. It's definitely not a straight cut. But it was impossible to make it straight with the hacksaw I did. So I cut through this with the hacksaw by hand. No power tools, and it's a lot of work. So yeah, it's gonna take a long time before I get this done, but I'm gonna try and get at least one more cut done this week. So I'll post up another update video if I get one of them done. I'm gonna try and get them both done, but that's a little bit optimistic. So yep. Yeah, I'll be back when I finish another one of these cuts. Alright, see ya.